Hi, welcome to today's video. I live in the North Texas area and we get a lot of hail, some wicked hail, anywhere from pea size to golf ball size, sometimes even baseball size hail. And the latest storm that came through here cracked this. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace this, as well as talk a little bit about RV roofs. So stay tuned. First of all, if you're going to get on an RV roof, make sure you feel comfortable doing it. If you don't, take your RV to a dealership or have a mobile RV guy come out and repair whatever needs to be done on your roof, because if you fall off your roof, it's not going to be good. So, number one recommendation, obviously do this at your own risk. The other thing about RV roofs are not all RV roofs can be walked on. I did a little research for this video, not a lot, so I'm not an expert on RV roofs, but generally, a rule of thumb, just a rule of thumb, is that if your RV came with a ladder attached to it, it's probably okay to walk on. This one does not have a ladder, and I'm going to show you the construction on the inside, and I would not want to walk on this roof. So what I'm going to do is lay a piece of wood here to be able to reach over and get this off. I have to go inside, and I'll show you here on the inside how to disassemble it first. So by putting a piece of wood, I can kind of lay my body across it and reach across there, but I'm not going to climb on this roof. The other thing to consider, and I'll show you up close here in a minute, is there's different models of these. So before you order yours, make sure you have the right cover. So let's go inside and remove it, and I'll show you how to take it apart. Okay, before we get started removing the cover, I wanted to show you this. This is what I replaced. This is what I bought. And I'm going to show you up close the difference. This one specifically has 3 tabs right here, and on the box, this is the box, but there's different models. As I said, this one is specifically called a vent line beginning with 2008, but there's other ones. There's a Jensen style beginning in 1995. There's a Jensen prior to 1995. It's the vent line beginning in 2008. There's also a vent line prior to 2008, and an Elixir, E-L-I-X-I-R, beginning with 1994. And then there's also a Elixir, E-L-I-X-I-R, prior to 1994. So before you even get on the roof, before you even buy one of these, you may have to get on the roof. Just at least, what I did was I went up, took a picture with my camera on my phone. I went on the internet and did some research. I found. I thought I'd try to show you up close the differences of these. See, if you notice right there, that's how the hinge is on there. That's the first one. That's the Jensen style beginning in 1995. And then this one, see how, if you can see it up close, that's how it attaches to your roof. That one's the Jensen prior to 1995. And then this one, see how that attaches? It shows you. That one is the vent line. That's the one I have. Vent line beginning with 2008. And then the next one, if you can see how that attaches to the roof, that one's the vent line prior to 2008, and the elixir beginning with 1994. And the last one they're showing is right there. And that one is the elixir prior to 1994 with metal tube like hinge replacement. So again, so you don't have to replace it, just buy the right one from the beginning. Now, the next step is I need to remove, there's a screen, there's different kinds of screens. This one is kind of flimsy, but let me remove that real quickly. Yours might be a little different. There's the screen. Now the next step is to remove, there's 4 screws here. I've removed 2 already, so I don't have to bore you with that. They look like Phillips head screws, but they're not. They're called number 2 square head screws, and I had one of these. Use some tape to keep it on there because it slides off. But if you're in a bind, you might be able to use a Phillips head screwdriver, but you risk that you could strip it. So I would suggest buying a, if you don't have one, it's a number 2 square head. So let me go ahead and remove these. Quickly remove these 2 screws. Okay. Let me show you up close to the construction. Well, actually, let me, this cover, oh, I see. I gotta remove the handle first. I'll show you up close here in a second. Let me remove this handle. Come on, you can do it. Someday I'll invest in one of those cordless drills. Okay. Alright, let me work on that here in a second. Okay, the way I got this off was once I unscrewed it, it just slid down. So got that off, and then this. Oh, there's, okay, I'll show you here up close. So that's off. All right, let me show you the construction up close here. This appears to be I feel like 1x2s. This may be a 2x3. And then there's a metal roof. This, I'll show you up close. Okay, here is the roof construction. As you can see, that's why I would not want to climb on this roof. Not very sturdy. Also, that last plastic thing I took off, it connected to these. So the next step is I'm going to remove, there's 2 more screws here, and then this will hopefully come off without me I'm gonna have to get back on the roof, but at least I can get it off. So let's go to that next step. One thing to consider that I thought about was, if you noticed, there's some wires here, and I saw some other wires here, but essentially I could, instead of doing this, what I thought about was replacing this with a Fantastic fan or a Maxx Air Fan, or there's some other ones that have the smaller little fans. I wouldn't mess with those. So I could replace this whole thing and figure out how to connect with the wires. I'm not sure these are the right wires, but I would figure out what are the wires that go to the lights, connect in with that so I could be able to power the fan. For various reasons, I'm not going to do that right now, but just something to consider as you're replacing it. If you want to go through the extra process of replacing it with a powered fan, assuming you have wires. That's the thing, is I do have access to wires, so before you buy one, make sure you can get to your wiring before you buy it. So I'm going to remove these last two screws real quick. Okay, this thing slides right off. Yeah. Okay. So this is the mechanism, and this will slide on to the plastic. One way or the other, I haven't figured out yet, but so let me see what's next. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to get back on the roof and install the new one. Alright, here's the piece of wood. This will help spread the weight of my body. May not be necessary, but I'm going to use it just in case. Get the new one. Okay. There's the difference. They don't look exactly the same, but we'll see. This will fit. Looks correct. Now I'll go back inside and reinstall it. Well, success. I reinstalled it. It looks good. Essentially, just to reinstall it, just reverse the whole process. And one good thing about this newer cover, it's white and it's clearer than the other one, so it's allowing more light to actually come in. So worked out great. Not a whole lot of cussing, which is good because I'm not very mechanically inclined, so I get frustrated. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I'd appreciate it. Just subscribe below, and there's also a bell notification down there where when you hit that bell, next time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you at least got something out of it, and thanks for your time, and have a great day. Thanks.